name is Kuttybear, and this is Big Haze. For years, we've been some players. What more can I say? I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I was down for a minute, I came back. Told her, tell her, go get it to count fast. How you living, my It's all bad.
All right, so we got the one and only Kuttybear jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
How you doing, my G?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. How you feeling today, too?
Man, I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. Blessed to be here.
For sure,
Definitely
man.
blessed to be here. First thing I did when I touched down, I hit Magic City.
Oh, did you?
I had to see what the wings was talking about, you know what I'm saying? So,
2 thumbs up. There you go,
two
man.
thumbs up. I'm definitely going to be back.
Is this your first time in Atlanta?
Yeah, it's my first time being
Oh,
here.
shit.
So
Okay.
I'm learning everything. I'm learning. Everybody keep telling me the spots to go to. I keep hearing Flavor Rich.
Yep.
Keep hearing. We went to Toast this morning on Lennox.
One of the best breakfast
So,
places, yep.
Yeah.
Well, you got some good recommendations, I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah, man, we moving around. I'm trying to go to the Trap Museum, but we got some shit to do, some photo shoot shit to get done. So
You know, sometimes work gets in the way, right?
exactly.
For
Yeah,
sure,
I'm
man.
blessed, man. We got an album out, Retail Therapy.
Yep.
It's been out since Black Friday. We got bundles and shit for sale, retailtherapy.store. So, you know, I hooked you up with one. I don't know
did,
if my
man.
guy need one. We're gonna get him one. We're gonna get him together.
And what made you do the bundle with the this is actual CD too, right?
So it's not an actual CD.
Okay.
It's just a digital release. No vinyls yet. We all out of my pocket right now. So if we get some major distribution, we might up the score a little bit. But for right now, it's just digital release with the merch. Not this merch. This is Pharrell's merch. But the Lost Balloon hoodie, you get the Retail Therapy T-shirt. The first bundle was $21.99. Second bundle was $49.99. Or you could just get the album for $7.77.
Okay.
And really, I'm just we in a day and age now where I feel like direct to consumer is like the way to go. It's key, and I just wanted to kind of be one of the artists from my town that's spearheading that movement of just direct to consumer. And I see how the labels is doing bundle deals, and
Yep.
you know, it's certain bundles is getting taken out of contention. Some is okay, and I'm just like, well, shit. Let me not wait till I get up there to play the game. Let me play the game down here on this level. That way, when I get up there, I already have a foot in and know what's going on type shit.
No, that's smart, especially when you look at what the streaming platforms pay out. We're talking like a fraction of a penny per stream. It's like if you're not in the top 1% of artists, you're probably not going to be able to survive just doing music.
It's a sad game, Haze. It's a sad game. And then you try to tell the consumers, like, what we going through as artists. Like, hey, they're not paying us. You don't even own the mute. The consumer is trained already. They don't care. So it's like, I don't even know what we do at this point besides go direct to consumer and try to train the consumer that this is the new way to do it. But
Which, when you think about it, it's the old way. It's
the-
how it used to be.
Exactly.
Because these artists was killing. We're talking CDs were $20, maybe $25 at sometimes, man. It's like these artists were really eating off this
Nah,
shit.
for
Selling
sure.
a million copies at that too.
For
man.
sure. And
Or
that's
the labels were eating at least, you know what I'm saying?
exactly. I was gonna say somebody was eating, but yeah, we just trying to take it back and just trying to get the power back. You know what I'm saying? Because now that music is not like a physical thing anymore, it's just an idea or like a backdrop. Now it's easy for corporations and shit to just charge wherever the fuck they want, you know, because it's an idea now instead of a physical thing that you kind of gotta give to somebody. You could kind of just download that shit or whatever the fuck.
Exactly, yeah. It's a weird day and age, and I feel like shit's going to change eventually too. But like Spotify's going to have to start paying out more, or the labels is going to take it away. I feel like, man.
For sure.
All right, so you're visiting us from Kansas City, Missouri, man.
That's home.
So for someone like me, and probably a lot of the viewers that have never been to Kansas City, man, how would you describe like the culture up there, man? What really be going on in Kansas City? Man?
It's a melting pot. I know that that's like the cliche way to explain home, but really we the middle of the map. We a culmination of just a bunch of just our influences. A lot of our, you know, OGs, like our grandparents came from the South. So it's a lot of like Southern tradition that comes with it. We got a lot of people that's connected in the Bay Area. So you got that influence that comes with it. Really, we just a urban clusterfuck. Shout out to Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? Urban clusterfuck for real, but it's home. Like I got a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes you need to get away.
Yeah.
You know, just to kind of get your footing back and understand what you really need to do when you get back. But yeah, Kansas City is home. It's home. I love it, but I just wish that a lot of shit would just catch up. We kind of slow on a lot of shit that I feel like.
In what ways? Why do you say that?
I don't know. It just in terms of just our community, like our artist scene, it's a lot better than what it used to be. But I just feel like in terms like this type of shit, like platforms that could really help people get moving, we need to build more of those, and we need to be more accepting of our own people instead of looking for other people outside of the town, you know, to help us. Like we need to kind of band together and help each other kind of rise out. I think that's what they do here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfucker own, they see somebody that's dope, it's like, all right, let me put the bread in and at least try it out, you know? It's an investment. It might not, but it might, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers back home, they kind of just scared of new ideas and to try new shit. And I think that kind of holds us back ultimately as a full unit. I could be wrong though. I'm only one piece of this shit. So that's just what I think. And once we get that going, it will be steamrolling in my opinion. But
Now, what about artist-wise? Like, is there a lot of unity amongst the artists? Like, when you drop your project, there's a lot of people, other artists from Kansas City, you know, supporting it, they posting it up and everything? Or is it kind of just everyone doing their own thing? Or
everybody kind of doing their own thing. When I drop, it's not really an outpour of, like, it ain't that much. It just kind of depends on just what's going on. Like, when I dropped this last project, it wasn't a big outpour. It's just my following that I've kind of built over the years is gonna fuck with me and check in. But, you know, I think it just has to do with a little bit of me being an introvert. I'm not always in people's face. I'm not always outside. I kind of come out when it's time for me to come out. So, you know, that could be like a reason for it. Or, I don't know, it's just I don't make a lot of the trendy sounding music. I stay with the times, but I don't try to keep up with what's going on. So that might have something to do with it, but it ain't gonna ever deter me from dropping. You always gonna see Kuttybear put something out, whether motherfuckers is gravitating toward it or not.
Yeah. All right. So talk to us about your experience coming up in Kansas City, your upbringing, and like what were you into as a kid coming up also?
Man, I was the poet kid, honestly. It all, like my core is poetry.
Okay.
Then from there it turned into writing raps. Like I'm talking early, like elementary school type early. And then my cousin Mob, you know, he was always rapping when I was a kid, and I was heavily inspired by him, just wanting to kind of be like him. He had like the studio upstairs in our grandma's room, or our grandma's house. He had like a bedroom upstairs, and he would use N-Track Studio. I don't know if you ever heard of N-Track Studio. It's like an old school software.
Okay.
And he had a Dr. Groove beat machine. Like, just, you know what I'm saying, little shit that I'm trying to remember. RMX1 or RM1X was like the little sequencer he had. And from there, he would just teach me little shit like how to record myself, how to make beats, how to quantize those beats or the sounds and shit to make shit on beat. And from there, I just was like in love. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to be an artist. I want to be a fucking superstar or whatever the fuck. And I was like 8.
Oh, wow.
9, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple years later, fast forward, that same cousin Mob, he started Stormrider Productions. And he started selling CDs. And these was like mix CDs where like the end of the song would flow into the beginning of the next song. And so that was like his marketing technique was, this ain't like other shit that you got. This ain't like any other CD that somebody could burn. We actually put the work in. We got professional DJs that mix the shit, you know what I'm saying? He put the fucking labels on the CDs, you know what I'm saying, with the track lists and shit. This is the key though. He would sprinkle our music in with other people's music.
Like the popular music.
So you would have the Lil Waynes, the Gucci's, the whoever, and then you got me. who I was Blue at the time as a little kid. Then you got Mob, you got Messiah, Solomon, Thuggish, you know what I'm saying? The whole group, Jazz Wine. And we would just all go out as a collective, even me as a little kid. And we would just be outside selling our CDs and shit around the block. And that was like the beginning. You know, like, niggas could have had me outside doing bad shit. We was outside really, you know, some positive shit.
Exactly,
And really, that was the beginning. Ever since then, I was just like, this is what I want to do. This is my life, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate Mob for introducing me and bringing me into this life, so to speak. Look at me, I'm still going.
Yeah. And who would you list as your musical influences? Like, who'd you grow up listening to? Who's some of your favorite artists and everything?
For sure, Tech Nine. I'm the biggest Tech Nine fan.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, with us being born and raised in the same spot, I'm also a Scorpio, just like him. You know what I'm saying? Just cool with some of his family and shit. Rest in peace to Misha, by the way. That's one of my best friends that just passed. She's related to Tech. Eminem was one of my favorite rappers. Still is one of my favorite rappers. It's just, it's not the same Eminem no more. It's like when I was a kid.
Why you say that? What changed?
That's a good question. What changed? I don't think anything changed.
Do you think maybe your taste just changed?
I think I changed. Eminem is probably still the same Eminem he's always gonna be. I just think just my reference, my like, I don't know. Like you said, just the angle that I see it from changed probably. Like I feel like at one point that was like the greatest representation of rapping that I ever witnessed in my life. And then at some point I felt like I could do it. So, you know, like that's still one of my influences, but it's not like how it used to be.
Yeah.
I grew up heavy on Mac Dre. Mac Dre was like the holy grail for me as a kid for some reason. I was really into like pimp culture growing up. Like I always thought the pimps and the drug dealers was the coolest niggas. They were the ones that had the money, the girls, the cars, the clothes and all that shit. Mac Dre was like very important. So for him to get killed in my hometown was like weird. Like, it's just a weird situation. But Snoop is another big influence. Outkast, I'm not just saying that because I'm here. Shout out to the Dungeon fam. Who am I missing, Mob? Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony for sure. Midwest Legends. Yeah, I think when you hear me, you used to hear a lot of like Tech Nine influence in my older shit, but over time I've kind of grown into my own artist, you know. More recently, the Kendricks, the J. Cole's, the Drakes inspired me a lot. So yeah, just a mixture of all of those people.
Okay.
Like I got major respect for everybody that I named.
All right, so when you start putting out these, you know, on the Storm Rider tapes, man, what type of feedback were you getting at the time? Were people fucking with it, or like, man, who are these kids rapping on these mixtapes and all that? Or
so I was the only kid at the time.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah.
So you was the young one.
I was the young one. Yeah. Like it was a bunch of grown niggas and me. And yeah, the reception was pretty good for me. Like it was. It's funny, I talk to Mob about this shit all the time. Like, I've watched people's reception change so much over the years. Like, when I was a kid, it went from, oh, that's so cute, oh, that's so adorable. And I would get money just based off of just it being adorable that I was outside. You know what I'm saying? Pushing music, yeah. Then the older you get, you know, you turn like 15, 16, it's like, get a job. Like, what are you doing out here? Like, what do you mean you rap? Like, get away, you know? The older you get, people is like, but when I was young, it was cute. Everybody was gravitating toward it. So, I don't know. But I think overall for the group, people was fucking with us. Like, we had a nice little run. Like, I want to say that shit started 2004. We probably went to 2010? 2011, you know what I'm saying?
Good 7-year run right there, man.
We was outside, you know, it was, And like I said, we was unique with it. Like a lot of people wasn't doing what we was doing. Like people had their music and shit. People had CDs, but our shit was just top notch. We had the labels, you know what I'm saying? We had like, our shit was mixed in. Our shit was like DJ'd in. It was just like, we couldn't really be fucked with on the level that we was pushing. But I think egos and shit kind of broke everybody apart. You know how groups is.
Yeah.
I think ultimately that's kind of what disbanded everybody. I got a little older, then I made my own shit, or I joined my own shit, and I think that was the dub era, the WAA era, where we.
Okay.
When I got to like high school, middle school.
So you guys had your own group back then?
Yeah, the Storm Riders, that was my cousin's group.
Okay.
And I was just a part of that group. But then we got older, disband. I'm still rapping though. I'm prime as ever, ready to go. So I'm like, shit, I need a new group. You know what I'm saying? And in school, just a bunch of me and my homies, we just band together. And the homie B-Love, just one day, he was like, man, we are art, bro. Like, we are art. And I'm like, that's it. That's what we gonna call ourselves. WAA, we are art. And from there, we just kept that shit going. We had a logo, we had hoodies. And yeah, just put out hella shit on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Hella mixtapes and shit. Back then it was Media Fire, cause this is back before like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal and all that shit. But I still was dropping projects, like full 21 track projects at the time, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get these in people's possession without having to give them a CD or go around and selling CDs like the past era. And then I found Media Fire. I'm like, okay, you could upload a whole fucking zip file.
People
and then just have people,
movies to Media Fire.
you know what I'm
at one point. I
saying? Just have
remember
people
that.
download it like that. And yeah, we was trapping on Media Fire for a few years. Then it went to SoundCloud. Then from there, I think I found out how to put my shit on iTunes.
Okay.
I think that was like the CD Baby era.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's been a long road trying to figure this music shit out, man.
At any point, did you ever feel like giving up on it?
Nah.
You've always had that passion to where it's like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Haze. I'm not really good at anything else. This is the bread and butter right here. If this don't work, hey, back to the bricks, I guess. Like, or you know, I don't. This is just where it's at with me. I'm super passionate, super comfortable. Every time I'm writing, every time I'm recording, I feel at home. Every time I'm on stage, I feel at home. So I don't really feel that way about anything else. Everything else is kind of extra, like I'm just there, but I'm in that mode when I'm rapping, when I'm creating. So to me, that just lets you know, like, that's my purpose.
okay.
That's what it feels like to me.
And how'd you get the name Kuttybear?
2007, yeah, 2007, I was in 7th grade. There was this young lady, I'll leave her nameless, but we used to mess around, and she gave me the nickname, and I got ahead of it, being an Eminem fan. Like, you remember on 8 Mile? He was like, I am a fucking bum. I do live in the trailer with my mom. Like, he got ahead of that shit. And like, this is 7th grade. Everybody want to roast you. Everybody want to pick just the smallest thing to make fun of everybody about. And old girl just kept calling me this weird name, Kuttybear. And me being who I am, I'm like, let me get ahead of it and let me make it cool to people. I'm Kuttybear. You know, I'm like, I made a whole persona with it, pushed these lenses out of these glasses. I'm like, yeah, I'm Kuttybear. That's just who I am now. Address me as such, type shit. And that was my energy at school. It just grew from there. And then the homies was like, bro, I'm not calling you Kuttybear. So I'm like, all right, cool. You can call me Cutty for short, or Cut for short. So anybody that don't want to call me Kuttybear, there's always Cutty. There's always Cut.
No, I got you, man. Yeah. So let's go ahead, fast forward to this new project, Retail Therapy.
Retail Therapy.
First off, explain that title. Why'd you choose that title for this?
Retail Therapy. It's the era of life that I'm in now. I'm really big on giving myself my flowers. I feel like shit, I'm not sitting around waiting on nobody else to do it. I'm not as like, how do I say this? I was down bad like a few years ago, and it's not like that anymore. I'll just say that, you know. And this is a celebration project, just for that. Like we up, and we not ever going back to where we was. And shit, this shit is for my inner child, bro. This shit is for like the young me that was in the bedroom trying to figure this shit out, you know, trying to just be as cool as I am today. Like, this is for the dead homies, you know what I'm saying? My homie Vaughn that was telling me like, hey, our last convo, he used to be my videographer. And, you know, he had the chain, the grill, the watch, and he was just decked the fuck out, all the designer clothes and shit. He was from Detroit. He like, I know the type of niggas we are. We don't give a fuck about that fashion shit, but like, sometimes you just gotta show them. You just gotta let people know, like, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is how they take you serious. It might not even be like for you, but it's so you can make them know what type of time it is. And it was just how he was trying to explain it to me. Like, you gotta make them play the part, and you gotta make them like understand that how fly you are. You know, it's hard to explain how he was trying, because before he died, you would have caught me in a motherfucking pair of sweats, regular t-shirt, like, and I would have been okay. But when he passed away, it's like, all right, let me get fly on him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me show him I got a little bit of fashion sense, just so his spirit could still live on through me and the type, you know. And yeah, retail therapy, we celebrating life. We celebrating not being down bad, not being depressed, not being broke. We up, and we about to stay up.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
What kind of pulled you out of, you know, that depression and that dark space that you were in? Money. So I got that bag and my mood changed.
Yeah, you gotta just get to it. You gotta find a way to get to it. And then outside of the money, like, you gotta just, it's a crazy world outside. Like, I was just talking to the homies, like, just with the country, society, just the economy, everybody not doing good. So I don't want it to come off like, yeah, we up, and, you know, like I'm stunting on niggas. That's how one of the homies died, he was up, he was stunting on niggas. And it's like, you don't do that. You know, you don't want to become the target. But yeah, like, I just think at some point you gotta realize ain't nobody coming to save you. Like, you gotta be the one to pull yourself out of that darkness and give yourself the light, or at least navigate yourself towards some motherfuckers that can help you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, find you a community, you know, if you can't do it yourself. And me, like, I just stay around people that just know who I am and know the real me, and they gonna judge me and shit. I think a lot of times we be surrounded by people who don't really give a fuck about us, but we feel like we need to be around them for whatever reason, just to excel, or, you know what I'm saying, to get this done, or to, you know what I'm saying, move past this door. But ultimately, that's the shit that drain your energy, is being around motherfuckers that you not really supposed to be around. So just think, when I just start cutting people off and focusing on just staying healthy and staying focused, shit, I've been happy ever since.
There you go.
Been cool.
And now on this project, there's a lot of different vibes. Was that intentional going into it, or is this just how you record, to where you're going to cook up different vibes every day anyway?
That's me. Yeah, that's just always just me. Like, when I started, it was, I wanted to be the lyrical miracle. But then, you know, the more I got going, I just started dipping into just melody and being more of a melodic artist. And I think that I like that more. Like, I love melody. Like, I listen to R&B probably more than I listen to rap as a rapper. So it's important for me to incorporate, you know, melody and just different sounds, my different influences. Like, I don't just listen to rap. Like, I got rock influences, I got R&B influences, motherfucking Afro beats and shit. You might hear that on some of my, you know, projects. You might hear you know, you can hear anything. So it just depends on how I'm feeling for real. And if I feel like saucing it up and giving you my version of that. Cause I mean, I know the wave right now is country. You got the Shabuzis, the Big X, the Plugs. I personally haven't found anything I would do country, but you know.
You'd be open to it.
I'm open to it, you know what I'm saying? But just to let you know, like I can do whatever. It just kind of depends on if I find a way to sauce it up and make it make sense for me, type shit.
Gotcha, man. Now let's talk about some of these songs on there. We can start with the intro track, Surveillance, with Mick Jenkins. How did this one come about, man? What was the inspiration for the song?
The legend, man. The legend, Mick Jenkins. Thank you, Mick Jenkins. I hit him up like years ago, like sent him an email and was like, yo, how much for a feature, blah, blah, blah. I want to say this is back when Pieces of a Man dropped. That's like 2018. And I was just, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like the girl that I was messing with at the time, she was more of a fan of him than I was. And I'm listening to songs like Grace and Mercy and motherfucking Stress Fracture and Barcelona, and just, I'm like, this dude is crazy. Like, he could really rap in whatever type of way. And it's like, I could tell it's based in poetry. And he's from the Midwest. Like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? Like, what do we need to do? Like, come on. Him, Saba, it's a bunch of people from Chicago that I fuck with. Smino not from Chicago, but he from St. Louis. He connected with Chicago. So just all of them just was big influences for the past few years. But like, I honestly just could not afford it back then. We up now. You know what I'm saying? So hit Mick up, like, what's up? Then we also did the, to back up, my bad for veering off. I did a music video last year, Lit Enough, and it did 1 million views. And so from there, I'm like, okay, it's just a lot of different people was hitting me up and shit, and I'm like, okay, this might be the time to work with people bigger than me. That way I can elevate what I got going on, because I'm such a hermit. I'm so underground and in love with being underground, but let me try to elevate it real quick. And let me reach out and see if I can start working with people to try to, you know what I'm saying, lift what I got going on. So I reached back out to Mick. Mick was with it. And this was like September last year. Sent it right back. Like, he was working on some shit, because I think he got a tour coming up. He also was working on his own album. And I feel like it was important to have him on this project because he's big on the direct-to-consumer wave too. Like, he's doing the whole, I'm gonna drop this shit on Even, you know, the platform Even. And he put his Murderer Crows album out on Even. I think it was another one called Type Shit that he put out on Even. And it's about to be another one that's probably gonna come out. And I'm like, he'd be a perfect person to help me spearhead this energy that I'm doing on direct-to-consumer. Like, even with him being, you know, a legend from the Midwest, dope-ass lyricist. And the song is called Surveillance. And it's just like, okay, now let me make sure everybody is watching. So what better to do than put somebody that got more notoriety, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that could bring eyes to the whole situation that I got going on. And it was just a perfect marriage of just ideas that all came together. So I'm just glad for him for, you know, reaching back out and fucking with me, sending the verse over, you know, and still being there to clear the verse. That shit taught me about verse clearances. Like, I ain't never had to go through nothing like that till the homie Mick, but, you know, he cleared that shit quick as fuck. There wasn't no issues with that, which scares me, because I'm like, damn, I wonder if it's that easy with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it's not.
Exactly. It made me not even want to ask people for features, because it's like, damn, you could get the feature and then
Yeah, you
what
even
if they
pay
don't
for
clear
it and
it?
everything, and then they just never clear it. Like, God damn, asked out.
type shit. So, but yeah, shout out to Mick for looking out for me on that. There's Gwenny on the project. She's an artist from back home. I'm on her project as well. She got a project called Gwendolyn.
Okay.
My brother Shad the Kid, he's on there on Folklore. He ugly. You got Baritone, that's my brother, he ugly too. He's on Things Change.
Okay.
Yeah, Things Change. Mike Hurst did a few beats. Otis Fuller did a few beats as well. That's my main producer. We got Gonzo from New York. He did a couple beats. Water Under the Bridge, that's a song about me losing my pops and just kind of dealing with that shit. Like, to me, that's one of the main tracks of Retail Therapy, just me kind of just navigating through just loss, grief, and still finding a way to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just still keep going, you know? Like, instead of letting that shit push me into the darkness again and, oh, I don't wanna go out, I don't wanna do shit. That's the old me. Like, now I'm gonna just find a way to push through it no matter what.
Was that a tough song to make?
Or
was it more therapeutic?
It's therapeutic for sure. Like, I heard the beat, Gonzo gave me the beat, and I knew that that's what I was gonna talk about. As soon as I heard, like, just the sounds of the beat, I'm like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this is gonna be the one where I talk about Pops. Cause I have, like, on my last project, Curtains, like, I mentioned it, but I was more so talking about my mom on that project. I kind of go back and forth between talking about my mom and then my Pops. Like, so I'm like, all right, this time I'm gonna focus on Pops. Then I'll focus on mom next project. But yeah, it wasn't that hard. It was more so like, I need to get this off. You know, it's time to finally talk about the shit. Like, it's a lyric on there where I'm like, if you ain't my Pops, then don't call my phone. We had some shit to hash out for he was called back home. I'm haunted by his words. I love you, but I don't like you. He can't elaborate because, God, you took his life too soon. So that's, you know, ever since he passed, that's kind of been the shit that I've been dealing with. Of like, damn, we wasn't really on good terms, and now it ain't nothing I could do about it. But just is what it is. Water under the bridge now. What can you do? You know, besides create art, and, you know, hopefully somebody else that might have gone through something similar can relate and it'll resonate with them, hopefully. That way it don't feel like we alone, you know. But outside of that, what else can you do? Do you know?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But that's how I get through shit, is just creating, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm able to create, I'll be all right. Yeah. For sure.
You mentioned Things Change. That was one of my favorites on the project, man.
Thank you, bro.
What was the inspiration for that song?
We up. That you know that Jid song? I was just fucked up. I was just down bad. I had to go get my bucks up. That was like the energy for real. It was just like, all right, of course this Retail Therapy shit, I'm gonna pop my shit on there. But like, I gotta speak on the resilience aspect of it, on how some people that really, really know me, they see me like a couple years ago. It was fucked up. Like, I was on the homie's couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living with the homie, and the homie gotta, you know what I'm saying, like, make sure I'm eating. And, you know, like, I'm out in Cali, homeless and shit, like, you know, family and shit, concerned, worried, and it's like, we up now. We good. We made it through that. You know, things change. Sometimes things look like they are fucked up, but in a matter of seconds, that shit could just turn right the fuck around for you. And that's just really what I'm saying in the title of the song. Is just like, I was fucked up, but guess what? Not no more. So yeah, things change. That's one of my favorites too. Shout out to Mike Hurst for that beat. One of the legend producers from my town.
Okay.
He got some cold placements. Like, I think he did, I don't know if you heard that, Meek Mill and Rick Ross, they did a joint project together. Yeah, Mike Hurst did Iconic off of that one. I think he's got some shit. He got a bunch of shit for real. You gotta just check out his credits. But it's crazy you said Things Change is your favorite. I figured that would be one of the ones that y'all would fuck with out here.
Yeah.
That's
got a good vibe to it, man.
For sure.
And what about Maneuver? That's another one of my favorites too.
Maneuver, yeah. Keep it G. I really wanted a feature on that one, but everybody I reached out to just was like either ghosted me or, I don't know, they just was taking forever to get back to me on it. So I just threw the OG Roger Ville, I just threw his bass guitar at the end. He came through, we was at the studio, he was just playing, he brought his bass. So I just put him on there. It's like, I wanted somebody to rap, but I couldn't get nobody to come through on it for me. But yeah, Maneuver, that's one of them ones. I wanted to, I'm big on track twos. Like I feel like your second track of your project is like one of the most important. If you don't get them by track 2, you're not gonna get them. And so with me starting the project off with Surveillance with Mick Jenkins, it's like, all right, this is obviously the intro. This is me setting the stage where we at. Then you move into Maneuver. Maneuver is like open credit scene of like, all right, where are we at? What are we talking about here? And to me, Maneuver is me just saying, all right, we moolah, moolah, moolah. You know what I'm saying? This is what we on. We getting to the money. You know, we getting fly. You know what I'm saying? We coming back for all the bitches that curved us. We coming back for, you know what I'm saying, all the spots that told us we couldn't get in. Now we can buy them. You know, that type of energy. Like, it's time to maneuver. It's time to make it make sense. And yeah, that's Maneuver.
Okay. The last song, Pull Up. Talk about this one too.
Pull Up. That's probably my favorite rapping performance on the project. I feel like that's the one where I'm like, before I get out of here, let me also remind niggas that like I do this rapping shit. Like I'm him with the bars. Cause all the way up until that point, I think I was rapping and I'm showcasing just kind of what I can do, all of my abilities, but I ain't really go there with the bars until Pull Up, you know what I'm saying? And just Pull Up, that's just really what it was for me. Like, let me just give them one where I'm just rapping. But I also want it to be a bop. I don't want it to just be like a straight through, just nothing but lyrics. I kind of want it to be some shit that women can vibe to and can dance to. So that's why Gwenny is on there with me. Okay. Just, to give it that feminine energy. Make sure everybody is feeling it. But yeah, I fuck with Pull Up probably. Pull Up, Things Change, Surveillance. Them is like the ones I've been going back to the most. It changes though.
I'm sure each day you're in a different mood.
Yeah, it was Folklore when it first came out, Water Under the Bridge. It changes. That's how you know you got a good project though. Like if you got multiple favorites and it keep changing, cause like a few of my old projects, I would just stick with the same 3 songs. Yeah. Not like any of the other ones. But yeah.
Now, should we expect some music videos off the project too?
Yeah, we working on music videos. For right now, I just been really trying to dig in on the reels and like the Instagram content, cause my videographer homies, they trying to convince me that that's the way to go and that's the way that this game is moving and you need to be with the times. But me being like an old soul, I would just want to focus on music videos and the traditional shit. But we'll get there. For now, we pushing these reels though. That way we can get in everybody's face. It's the easiest way to do it. So, But yeah, we definitely working on music videos. I don't want to tell you which one yet, cause yeah, like I got a few creative ideas on how I'm gonna do the videos. So I don't know which one I'm gonna start with. Favorite is definitely getting a video. I can tell you that one. Okay. Favorite is definitely getting a video. Yeah. The women love that one. Like all the girls come to me and tell me Favorite is the one that they love. So I'm gonna make sure the women get a video for that one. As far as the other ones, we'll see. Okay. Stay tuned.
And how has the feedback been from the fans since you put this project?
Yeah, Retail Therapy, everybody that, has hit me up, it's been great reviews, great reception. A couple of the homies is like, yo, like I was saying, this feels like you getting back to just who you are, your original sound, nothing else, no influences, you know what I'm saying? Just, this is what Kuttybear sound like. And over the few years, I was just trying to be extra layered conceptually and, trying to just do a bunch of shit. This time, I'm like drawing back and it's a very concise, easy concept to just digest. And even the music is real easy to digest and I'm not trying to make it so like deep. And I'm usually like the overthinker and everything got a double meaning or a triple meaning, but this time around I just wanted it to be straightforward. Like, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? What you hear is what you get type shit. So that's just where I'm at with it.
Okay. Now you mentioned the Lit Enough music video, man. I checked it out, man. Talk about the concept for this video, man.
Lit Enough, man. I've been sitting on that idea for years, but it's hard finding people to execute just ideas the way that you see them in your head. And so, I just always had that idea of like, I'm a big Kanye West fan. I don't know if I mentioned him with my influences, but I definitely should have said Kanye if I didn't already. But his Flashing Lights video, where it's like the girl pulls up, hops out, and then she's just like kind of like fly. She lingerie the fuck out, and then she opens the trunk, and then you see Kanye is in there tied up, and then she like, you know what I'm saying, to the camera. So just that was always just super compelling for me. Like, you know what I'm saying, growing up, I'm like, damn, I want to do something crazy like that. Like, you know, just super fly, dark, some like, just hip hop horror type shit. And Mellow Mouse, you know what I'm saying? It's either Mellow Mouse or Hugo Sakai when it comes to the visuals these days. But Mellow Mouse, he's the one that was like, yeah, I could pull that off. We could do that. And I got with the homegirl Leslie. She was the model in the video. I was just kind of explaining to her like kind of what I wanted from her. And we pulled it off. We rented a hotel. You know what I'm saying? I had some food and shit. It was a cool day. But I really wasn't expecting that bitch to go that crazy. Like, I'm like, this is obviously like a concept I've been sitting on for the longest. We're gonna put it out, but I put that bitch out. That bitch started getting view after view after view after view. Then, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro, I reached out to my distribution company's like customer service line or whatever, because I'm like, okay, how do I integrate my Vivo page with my actual YouTube page? Because at first they was like two separate pages, and I'm like, that shit look corny as fuck. Like, I don't like the way it looked. And they integrated both pages, and whenever they integrated both pages, that's when the views start skyrocketing.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Like, in that moment, I remember watching it, because I had like 1,000 views or something crazy. The moment I hit them up, and the moment that I seen that they integrated it, it was like 100,000.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? 200,000. What the fuck? And then I'm like, okay, somebody must be playing with me, because I've done this before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not proud to admit it now, but it was like a nigga that I was into it with, and this is back in the SoundCloud era. So I'm like, okay, let me fuck with him. And I bought some SoundCloud views just to have him thinking that he was going viral. So I'm like, damn, somebody fucking with me. You know, somebody's trying to get me. This is karma for that shit I did to old dude. But then I got the check. And I'm like, I don't think they pay you off fake views. You know what I'm saying? This is real money for that, you know? So thank God for Lit Enough hitting 1 million views. And cheers to 2 million. You
There
feel
you
me?
Talk about Lost Balloon. What's the meaning behind this, man? Lost
Balloon. It's all about elevation, man. It's all about reaching these higher levels. You feel me? It started as just this idea of all of us is just kind of floating. We all different sizes, different shapes, different colors. But, you know, we all just floating along this bitch until we get popped or until we deflate. And then I'm like, that's very, very deep. And, you know, like, I don't know how I'm gonna explain that shit in like 2 seconds to people. But then I stopped caring, because I'm like, you know, it's the label. Like, it's just what the label is called. I'm a deep thinker. Everything I do is always gonna have layers to it. So to me, that's just what it's about. You know, it's just about just this idea of just continuous elevation, being multi-layered, multi-dimensional, and it's just an idea like much of my other ideas. It just started from when I was young, and some shit that I just built on, just kept building on, kept adding to, and it was just my thing, like my singular logo, my singular brand. Then, like, you know, lo and behold, motherfuckers start wanting to jump behind it and be a part of it too with me. And I'm like, okay, come on, let's get it. So, you know, before you know it, it'll be an empire. We'll have like warehouses and, you know what I'm saying, motorcades and shit with the logo on it. But for right now, we underground.
Nah, just keep pushing it, man, for sure.
For sure.
So looking ahead, what's your fans expect in 2026, bro?
More visuals, more music. I'm gonna start this series where it's gonna be like live performances and shit. Cause of course I'm gonna do shows, but I just think the way the game is moving and just where I'm at and my level of notoriety at the moment and the level of finances that I have and that it takes, I feel like the smartest way for me to do shit and to get booked out of town is to show out of town how I perform. So you could kind of bridge the gap of ideas on where I'm headed with that. I'm gonna start that up. That way, like, I'm gonna just perform just a bunch of shit from my catalog. I got a very large catalog, so I feel like I can make content out of my catalog being so large. So just that, working on that, making sure people get that, making sure people get the new drops. I'm gonna drop new merch. I got another project that's coming either the end of this year, the beginning of next year. So
Okay.
as far as projects, it's for the next few at least, I want it to be more concise ideas like how I was speaking on. Of course, you always gonna get the layers and, you know, the double meanings and shit from me, but I've been really inspired by like the Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist and just like, it's an artist named John Doe from Chicago, just people that put projects out and they're not so long and drawn out. It's just a concise idea. Like, I'm into that really right now. And I kind of want to just do more of those before I jump back into the long drawn out ideas. So my next shit is going to be inspired by a project that Erykah Badu has. Okay. I don't know if you heard of Can't Use My Phone.
I'm not familiar with that.
It's like a mixtape she did.
Okay.
And every song on the mixtape is like phone related. So like one song, I can make you put the phone down. Another song is what's your phone number? She got a song called Cellular Device. You know what I'm saying? But it's all like called Tyrone themed. You can't use my phone. And like, I'm like, damn, that's genius how she's able to do all of that and it all makes sense within this theme. And it's not so like, you don't have to think so hard about what she's doing. It's right there in your face. It ain't, you know, it ain't that deep. So I think I'm gonna do something like that.
Oh, that'd be dope right there.
Not phone related, but it'll be, you know, along the lines of like what she did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, got any shout outs you want to give before we get you out of here, man?
Man, shout out Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. Shout out the whole dub. Shout out my cousin Mob for always rocking with me, always being with me, thick and thin, you know what I'm saying? If I know I ain't got nobody, I got Mob, you know? And all of this would not be possible without God. So thank you for bringing me through all of this and teaching me the lessons, allowing me to show other people, you know what I'm saying, how this shit supposed to go and get through this shit. And yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for, you know what I'm saying, reaching back out. I appreciate that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers don't hit me back. So for you to hit me back, you know, that's, you forever one of the homies.
I was down for a minute, I came back. Told her, tell her, go get it to count fast. How you living, my nigga? It's all that.